GivenTake podcast with Brucey, Chuff and Lush.
How are we, gentlemen? We're back and we're live. We're in the studio. Brucey doesn't have his mic plugged in.
How long we've been doing this, you idiot?
Let's set it up before I got here.
Well, sorry I didn't get around to plugging in your mic.
Morons. Anyway, Damon looks refreshed.
Thank you. Spent a weekend at the Crown.
He did.
Relax.
And Chop couldn't bear to be away from you for more than one night. So he came on the Sunday.
Look at his face. It's a face that only Chop can love.
Everyone loves this face.
So you both stayed at the Crown on the weekend
We did.
for different reasons.
Yes.
No, they both were for birthdays.
Yeah, but different people.
Yes.
How was it?
I thought it was really good. We had a great room. We're on, I think, level 20, facing the pool in the city. I hadn't stayed on that side before. The only time I stayed at Crown, I was facing the other way. Fucking not a bad view to wake up to, I'll tell you that much. Very nice view.
Damon?
I was on level 9.
You just don't rank higher than Chop.
Facing the same direction. It was good. I ate a lot. I drank a lot.
So what did you...
Passion fruit mojitos.
So what did
They
you
were
do?
fucking good.
So what did you eat? Where did you eat?
Nobu. Epicurean.
Oof.
Ooh.
And Silks.
Epicurean for breakfast,
Yeah. Better
I
for
have
dinner.
not done Epicurean, and we were saying while we were there,
Way better for dinner.
that's where we should go
Yeah,
with...
I've done lunch and breakfast.
That's where we should go
You've
with
done
our
dinner?
AGT
Yeah.
wags. The AGT wags.
I feel
Go to
like
Epicurean.
there's better options for the lunch and dinner menus.
Yes, 100%. Because
You do the cold
Asian food and like Indian food in the morning, I just find a bit pungent. Like I don't like
No,
strong
you
flavors
can't.
in the morning. Just keep
Can't
it
do it.
simple. Not a big breakfast guy, so
Yeah.
a couple sweets, little Danishes, you know.
Yeah. Definitely think
So Chop,
we'll
you
have to book it.
spoiled the missus.
I did. It was her birthday, Jessica's birthday. She got very spoiled, and then a little surprise at the end was a night at the Crown as well. So,
How did you surprise her?
well, she had a wedding the night before, and she got back, and it was her birthday by the time she got back to the apartment. So she was a little bit pissed, and I started chatting to her, and I said, "Oh, I got your room at the Crown." So she went to sleep, and then she woke up the next morning. She thought she was dreaming. Like she's like, "Did you say this?" And then I lied about it for about 20 minutes. Like, no, I didn't say it. You know what? We're not staying there. Then I gave her a present and said, "Oh yeah, we're staying at the Crown as well."
Did you know? So you were going to dinner?
Yes.
Right.
No, we're going to another place that we forgot to cancel, so we shouldn't rock up.
Okay, but you went to Rockpool.
We went to Rockpool.
Okay,
'Cause
so
Jess-
you couldn't surprise her there and just say, "Yeah, I
Pack
packed
a
the bag
bag.
for you."
No, you can't pack
Well,
stuff.
then
only
you
one night.
can't pack.
we literally wouldn't have had a night there then. You want to see try pack for one night. You should have seen how packed her bag was for one night. Girls, I feel sorry for you.
Damon, what do
The amount of shit you got to bring.
What do you pack for a one-nighter? Because I've seen you travel on a 8-day Thailand trip with literally nothing.
I've seen him at a Bucks
Literally
party, didn't take the same
I had a
shorts off.
backpack to keep my passport. And
No, you didn't have that because you came with a little duffel bag that had a pair of jocks.
Yeah.
There was no jocks.
Right? No, but you end up not wearing the jocks.
I know. I wear jocks on the plane,
Yeah.
and then probably don't. I'll lie and say I'll wash them while I'm there, but I don't. And then I don't put them on again until I return and fly with jocks. Otherwise, you don't need jocks. And if I need a singlet while I'm there, or a t-shirt, or a pair of shorts, they're $3 if you know how to barter properly. And then I don't have a bag to put them back in. Oh well, I'll leave them there, and that's it. I remember I got stopped at the airport. They're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Thailand." How long for? I'm like, 8 days. Like, where's your stuff? I'm like, it's Thailand. Like, I don't know. They have everything I need there. I'll just grab like a toothbrush, grab it there. All you guys bought deodorant and everything else.
So you just rely on everyone else.
Well, and if no one's there, I'll go to the Quickie Mart and I'll spend 79 cents and get toiletries for the week.
Chop will spend $199.
On what?
Ketamine.
Wow. No, but great state. Crown is a great place. I would have liked to have done the whole weekend like Mule did because I think you just get in like a bit more relaxed. Stay in the pool.
It's not enough.
The check-in
You
line
only
there.
get 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, essentially when you get there, you check in the afternoon and then you're in
I
the
checked
room.
in at 2:30.
You can't really stay in there. You try to go to the pool, there quickly. You go
Sun's
to dinner.
gone.
You go to sleep, wake up, pool, gone.
And you go check out.
That's pretty much what we did. But with the room rate we got, was ridiculously cheap, so it was fucking nothing. But the check-in line at that place is a fucking
insane.
joke. I've never seen a hotel check-in line at 2 o'clock. So I got there an hour before check-in. An hour before.
So you got there at
I did it last. No, I got 3 o'clock is check-in. I got there at 2. The line was still about 100 deep. 100 people trying to check in easily.
No one can go anywhere else, mate. Everyone's just doing staycations.
And then by the time Luke got there at about 3:30, it was 300 or 400 people. He went around the corner and out the door to check into the place. And then the other thing
on a Sunday.
On a Sunday as well. Can you imagine what Saturday and Friday looks like?
I'll tell you what Saturday was like.
Yeah.
We got there 4:30, 5 o'clock. Walked in, went straight to the desk, said, "How you going?" and went upstairs. Nobody there. And to leave, express checkout.
Yeah, that
Cards on the room.
Leaving's easy.
The only downside of express checkout is it takes sometimes up to like 10 days to get your money back.
See, that's why
So if you can deal without your money for 10 days, just express, mate. See you later. Drop the cards in.
Lucky I checked mine because
You have to check. We got charged for
Yeah,
a spa thing that we didn't go to.
Yeah.
And something else when we were there for our wedding. It was a massive overcharge, like $1,900 or something ridiculous
Yep.
in the end because we're supposed to get this.
they're dumbasses there, and they've done it to me before. So I
They know what they're doing. They do it and they get away with
people
it
just go,
30% of
whatever.
the time. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then, sorry. We'll do it now.
So
My mistake, sir.
They put
Regards.
they put $100 insurance, and then the room. So for me it was $370. They put that on hold, but they take it off your card. When I checked out, I checked everything and paid for the room as well, all in one hit.
Yeah.
And then they still have kept the on hold. So I rang him last night. The $370 said, "Why has $370 been taken off my card?" Yada yada. "Oh, that's for the room, for you paying the room." I said, "No, I paid for everything as I checked out." Had to go through the system, email me today, "Oh, we apologise, yada, yada. We didn't know you'd pay for the room." I said, "What do you mean? It being your system, I paid for everything when I went downstairs. Everything's paid for."
See? Too much money laundering
Crooks.
going through Crown, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Little bit
trying to
crooks.
sell it now.
No,
Well, someone made a takeover offer.
Who?
One of the shareholders. Well, when we're talking about shareholders, a big fund, Blackstone. So Blackstone's trying to buy Crown.
Are they going to change it to Blackstone Casino?
They keep the brand. Essentially, just buying the assets. Well, you buy the company listed.
We should buy it.
Be pretty sick. Penthouse suite.
We would launder more money.
Do you know the mansions there? Have you
Yeah,
seen them?
the houses at the front.
Oh no, it's
Next to the pool,
Yeah.
there's like black mansions.
What
and
did
like
the
that.
person tell
They're
us how much they are for a
They're
night?
15 grand a night.
15 grand a night, yep.
And then there's
next
another
to which
one.
pool? The Crown Towers one.
There's
Towers,
two
towers.
houses.
Metropole. Sorry, mate. I'll make towers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew.
Once you say towers, Metropole's ew.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he reckons 15 grand minimum. And there was somewhere else that was 17 grand minimum. That was like a little thing.
Yeah, that's the penthouse, isn't it?
Nah, that's heaps more. But then he was telling us that he used to work in Melbourne. And when he goes, I shouldn't be telling you this, but you don't know me. So just don't repeat my name. And you can tell other people. I was like, all right.
Okay, whatever, mate.
Little gossip queen. But he reckons when Roger Federer stayed in Melbourne for the Australian Open, his bill was just under $500,000. Staying at the Crown because everything got charged back to him during travels with his family. And
But he won.
yeah, they probably pay for it.
Yeah.
Australian Open to have him there.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
You
like,
reckon they would pay? I reckon they'd
No,
pay maybe
sponsors would pay.
sponsors would.
to get him there at the Australian Open, their ticket
I
sales.
mean, he could promote Crown on his Instagram.
and then bang.
And
Fuck,
that's
that
paid.
is nuts.
I was thinking about what are you spending? What are you getting?
Well, how long's he there for? Generally, when they come for the Australia Open, they come in for
So
like
let's just
2 or
say
3
he's there
weeks.
for, it's 3 weeks.
All right, 3 weeks.
Let's say he's there for 3 weeks. Rooms, what? Chop's got his calculator out.
Probably you got to say at least 10
Say,
grand a night.
yep. So,
Yeah, because he's going to be one of the best ones.
he's
Yeah.
probably getting room service every night.
And his family with him, apparently.
Oh, look, I think he pays for a couple of rooms because obviously his team, his
Family,
coach,
yeah.
all that. So, yeah, $500,000 sounds right.
Fuck.
It's a lot.
That's probably just taking the fucking Coke Zeros out of the
But when
fridge.
you earn,
It's so expensive as
man,
well.
when you earn
Grabbing
what
a pack of Red Rock chips and a Coke Zero, do that twice
Breakfast.
a day. There's $500,000.
So breakfast, bro. We got 2 coffees. We got the croissants, the Danishes, and then Jess got an egg white omelette. Guess how much?
$80.
$76 for that. $76. And she goes, I didn't even know, but like the
better off going
coffees
to
were
Epicurean and getting
$9
the fucking
fucking
buffet.
dollars. Yeah,
Because
but
you-
like this is she's getting ready for work. We just ordered some food up. I got ready for work, and she left for me.
Epicurean was $34.
$34. Epicurean's $34. Yeah.
See, the thing is that
Yeah, but still for two
A
people.
big breakfast
Mate.
by the pool is $29.
Yeah.
We can go to Epicurean for $34.
Yeah, but that's still two people. $68 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
no, I went
It's
there.
crazy.
It was, and it's like, I ordered 2 drinks, couple of foods, like $100. So like, oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking more expensive than the dinner we were going to have that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
I tell you what, but Rockpool, wow. Rockpool is fucking good.
why did you order the chicken?
Who orders a fucking chicken at Rockpool?
Damon does.
No, I don't. If I go to Rockpool, I'm having meat.
Yeah. Ooh.
See,
What does
no,
the missus do? Chicken?
No, she'll have a bit of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking good feed. Really good feed. Only shit thing
That's
is
my,
the
one
wine.
of my favourites.
So we went to Nobu, right? And Nobu for me, there's a few dishes I like and they're fucking amazing, but I'm not a raw fish guy. I enjoy Nobu because of how much my missus and her family enjoy Nobu.
Yeah.
So I just sit there, have a couple cocktails there.
Beautiful.
A couple dishes I like, I have the extra piece of them. They're great.
Don't you share?
Yeah, but like the kingfish comes out and all this
The
like, raw stuff.
miso,
I'm
the
like,
miso cod
Yeah, that's what
is
I
meant
always
to be
get.
ridiculous.
It is good.
It is very good.
Yeah, Jess's
Have a bit of
favourite
that.
restaurant, Nobu. She
Watermelon,
Oh,
soft shell
take her there
crab.
next chop.
If
Mate,
you
do you
can
know
get
the
a fucking
wait?
spot.
Yeah, do you know how long the waiting list is? It's like booked out for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But-
had,
Not going anywhere.
we had a table of 8 pretty easily. It's not about what you know, Bruce.
It's about who you know.
Yeah, boy.
Exactly.
But yeah, had Monday off work, and then today was a nice little welcome back to work.
Yeah, I didn't hear from you all weekend.
My phone, I left my phone charger in the car, and I got up to the room, and we didn't pay for valet because valet's like $60.
55.
Oh, there you go, like 60.
So
it's
where'd you
55.
park your car?
Near the McDonald's food court entrance.
Okay.
Got there, walked to the room, unpacked the bags. I was like,
The charges.
charger. I had like 13% battery. I was like, fuck it. I'll go and get it tomorrow or whatever. It was afternoon. Walked down to the car, got to the car, and I was like, I didn't bring my keys. So I just went, fuck it. It's
Yeah,
staying.
Hannah
So you
messaged
didn't
me.
charge your phone the whole weekend?
No, he didn't have it on. Hannah messaged me, oh, Damon's phone's died. He can't go get the charger. And then I got there and he told me what happened. I just started laughing. I was just like,
So I went to get it
fuck.
once, and I'm not going back down there.
How does it feel without your phone?
Liberating. I couldn't take photos of what I was eating, though, which was, a bit of a
Disappointing.
shame. I couldn't take a photo by the pool with my hot
And
dog
so
legs.
did you check the footy scores?
Hannah's phone,
Yeah.
constantly. Hen.
Just
Just Google AFL Live. I did see some footy on the TV, though. I did see some. Saw some AFLW briefly as well.
well, you guys had better weekends than me.
Yeah, what'd you do, mate?
I had studied for an exam I had today.
Ha!
Who still
Gay.
does exams? Who still does these
Oh,
exams?
Damon, as you know,
Actually, I'm starting an online course very soon. I'll tell you off air what it is.
oof, can't wait to
On
hear
what?
it.
R&Ts?
No.
How to give yourself an R&T?
I think he knows how to do that.
There's one thing I know how to do.
I think we're all pretty good at
Yeah.
that. No, I had exams, accreditation exam, but everyone has to do it by the end of the year. I have to pass it by the end of the year.
How do you think you went?
Oh, okay, but you never know. A lot of it's multi-choice, so you don't really know because you think you put the correct answer.
Abacadabra, and repeat. You're bound to get a few right.
Nah, it's not how it works because you can't. Just getting 50% isn't enough to pass it. It changes every exam, but you have to be in certain top, like 70% or something like that.
Right.
So
How hard is it to study with a child?
hard.
How hard?
Hard.
So there's a lot of distractions. He was actually sick
Oh.
the last few days.
Ooh. What, just cold?
Yeah, but hopefully he's all right. But like last night, he's just cracked it because you got a real blocked nose. Obviously, it's different for them. It's the first time he's been sick.
I feel you. Block nose
Hard.
sucks.
But starting with the kid, I can hear. And the exams, I hate exams, and I've done too many of them to
Correct.
whatever. But they fucking suck, and the process to study for them sucks. So like I was, because obviously I was looking after him in the morning up till early afternoon, and then I'd go to the office to study. So I was there till like
home
11
office or your work?
work.
Got to get out of there, right?
Well, just because there was no one at work, so I knew there was no distractions there. And then you get to work, there's someone else there, and you want to start talking. It's like, mate, come on, I come here for a reason.
Yeah, fuck off.
Just
What time is this?
Every 5 minutes, like saying something. I was like, okay, stop.
Yeah.
So this was like 2 o'clock till 11 o'clock, both on Saturday and Sunday nights.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible. But if I pass, I don't have to do it ever again.
Ever?
That exam ever again.
How many times have you done it?
No, I mean, this is the first time.
Oh.
But fuck, it just brought me back to like TE and then uni.
Yeah, I feel
and
you.
CA and all these. Yeah, I know you can feel me. Have you ever done an exam, Damon?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I did TE in year 11. I passed everything except for English, and because I failed English, I wasn't allowed to do it in year 12.
Yeah.
It's a sucker fart. Motherfucker. And you know what's fucked? There was guys who were like the Asian dudes that were English as a second language guys who passed English.
Yeah.
I've been speaking English my whole life.
Still can't
and I
pass
failed
it.
English. I got a better mark in Italian.
I
That's similar
hated
to Chop.
English.
I got better in Italian than I did in English.
I fucking hated writing stupid essays for no fucking reason.
Essays like
How to
aren't that
structure
hard.
an introduction, a
the
paragraph,
only
and a
essays I like are
conclusion.
Mexicans.
No, but it's really not that hard. Like, you pick up on a few themes, you write an intro to those themes, your body's the themes, and then you have some quotes.
Yeah, I get it
and then
now.
you fuck it. It's so easy.
Yeah.
No, but it's
But
like,
like-
how, they wanted how you wrote. No,
But I just
it's
the
not.
topic. I don't
Bullshit.
care about Of Mice and Men. It was a dope movie. Let's just move on. You know what I mean? Tuesdays with Maury. All right. let's
Tuesdays with Maury. Remember
Mate.
that fucking book? Fuck that.
It's a good book.
Oh yeah.
just- Of Mice and Men, sweet.
Do you remember in year
but
9 when we had to read Mr. Eden's fucking book?
Nah, I didn't read it.
Yeah, we had to in our English class because he was obviously the teacher.
If you wrote a book,
Shit.
what would you write a book about?
Sport, for sure.
But what about sport? Like a biographical thing about something, or like a fictional?
No,
tale?
not fictional. Definitely biographical.
Yeah. You don't you don't
It'd
imagine
probably
it enough.
be
creative enough.
it'd probably be a sporting team or a season or something that. We talked about it before. Like I'd love to write a book on Norm Smith's era at Melbourne. No, I don't want to write a book, but that would be the topic I'd like to learn about. Just what happened then, and then naturally like Italian football in the 80s and 90s. That would be awesome. But there's plenty of books out on them.
Yeah.
So
Chop, what would you write a book about? Something like Franklin the Turtle, Clifford the Red Dog.
Yeah, they're good.
you'd write a book
Mate,
about.
if you can write a good kids book,
You
Oh,
make
you-
millions.
we'll retire. The book will have 35
Mate, forget-
lines in it,
forget-
separated
Let's write
across
a book
7
about
It's the
him.
easiest
The
book to write,
The Fots Day out.
There's like 4 words each page,
Right.
And there's 15 pages.
and they cost like fucking $20, whatever it is, and they fly off like the Peter Rabbit book. If that
Even
the
simpler.
people that own that book
Fucking Winnie the
aren't
Pooh.
worth hundreds of millions, I'd be
Hundies.
surprised.
Of course they would be.
And like Chop will probably find a book about still haven't found Where's Wally, something like that.
the search for
I'm going to
Wally.
a comment. It's a dumb fucking comment. Anyway, while we're into it, you're asking questions. We got fan questions here. Let's dive into this. So, first question tonight coming from Scotty Russo. Did Damon enjoy his atrium feed on the weekend?
Ah, you dirty little spy. That
So you
was
went
the
to-
weekend before.
You are just on a buffet pilgrimage right now, aren't you?
Bulking season, bruh. Winter bodies are made at the end of summer.
Ooh, ooh. So that's a yes, Scotty. Thank you for
I
that.
did actually.
This one's from
Come
Rick.
say hello next time, fuck ya.
Fuck.
He saw you from a distance.
He
Maybe
was
you
an
were,
Epicurean on the weekend.
Maybe he meant Epicurean.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you let the
I was at Atrium the week before.
you let the
so-
cat out of the bag. All right,
I've been dining.
Fucking hell, Damon.
Hey,
this one comes from
I do
Rick.
a lot of cardio.
Not at all.
No, not
Walking to the buffet.
No, after the chiropractor, I have to walk around the block to loosen up everything.
Ah.
So that's my
Beautiful.
cardio.
All right, this one's from Rick. If you knew the world was going to end on Saturday, what would be your last hurrah?
On Saturday or for the week?
If you knew the world was going to end,
How would you spend
Yes.
those days?
how would you spend? If it was going to end on Saturday, what would be your last hurrah? What would you do on Saturday? What would be anything?
Well,
you could do anything.
Besides the obvious with our wives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bust a nut.
What if it? You kind of want to do something you haven't done before, or do something you love to do that you do regularly, but you just
Yep. I got it. Fuck yous.
yeah.
Get a G6, pack it out with food, tan on the G6.
Okay.
How you? Yeah, well, that's
Just get up in the air. I'm going down. If the world's coming to an end, I'm going to end it joining the Mile High Club in a G6.
Going out with a bang.
Going out with a fucking bang.
You can't afford a G6.
Every food I want.
To G6.
Huh?
So the world's going to end on the Saturday, and this guy's going to go, sorry, honey, I'm not going to spend the day with you.
No, she's coming. She's coming.
No, not your missus.
Oh.
The pilot's missus is going to go, no, sorry, honey, I can't spend the last day ever with you. I had to go and fly this kid from Perth with a bunch of junk food while he has sex.
Yeah, fuck it.
Good luck finding a pilot.
Something crazy like that. Join the Mile High Club in a G6 and fly private for the first time.
I don't know, something adrenaline filled maybe.
Yeah.
With the risk of death because who cares? You're going to die anyway.
Would you? Oh, what would be cool? Skydiving as the world's ending, like it's going to explode.
Same
You
pilot.
fucking chow.
Must be the same pilot.
Fucking get out of your head about this pilot. Move on. We have a pilot.
Who cares?
Could parachute out of the G6.
Yeah.
Without a parachute though. And
just
fucking.
And then there goes
Get
my
one of those
hero.
glider suits and just try and glide it. And just
I reckon
fuck it up and
I'd go get a Ferrari or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I was thinking.
fucking floor it.
But you have to clear
up
the freeway.
Nah, fuck clearing it. I want to go in and out.
You're gonna go in and out.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that. Or just getting one and then taking it to Barbagallo on the track, big
Oh,
track,
yeah.
and just going wah, 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 and just going around
We
and
can do
around it.
World's your oyster. You don't have to
Yeah.
pay for fuel because they're not. The world's going to end, so you can just take the fuel.
Yeah, just you're not paying for anything, guys. You do whatever.
What car? What car are you picking?
Well, it has to be a realistic car I can get access to.
So you got Barbagallo. They've left it there.
Yeah.
They're all at home. Keys are all there.
Of the Ferraris, if I'm going to race it,
I don't know the difference between them.
yeah,
but
I'd probably
anyway.
say like the 488, because that would be like I think that's the quickest Cirrus 60 or something like that, or maybe like I really like the Aston Martin Vantage.
What about you?
Like that.
What car?
Yeah. Skyline or something.
Nice.
Something fast.
I've never driven it. I'd love to.
CRV.
I would
Honda
like to drive a
CRV.
G-Wagon. Never driven one.
Like
I can
hook that
AMG.
up for you.
So you're gonna,
This
yeah, but you gotta think of something you're
G63.
gonna whip down an empty freeway with.
Those
Your
things
last
fucking
hurrah.
fly.
Yeah,
I've driven a Ferrari and stuff before. A Lambo, I've driven Hummer. So
of course you have.
baller. I get an Audi
don't
R8.
hate me.
Audi R8.
Audi R8 be sick.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's the only kind of
Okay.
sports car that
I'll get
interests
Jess.
me,
I'll
but-
get Jess hook that up.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, see, finally, she comes in handy. Anyway,
Jesus, Adam, she listens.
I know.
All right.
I ingest. All right. Next question, Chop.
All right.
Next.
This one comes from Uncle Buffy. Would you wear a G-string or do you like wearing them?
No.
You
I
have worn a
one.
G-string.
He has worn one.
I wore one to the cot
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that.
for a
remember.
dress to get laid party.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Wore a
right.
G-string and a
it
robe.
was a uni party, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And then, yeah. I think
Was
that's
it
the only time.
leopard?
Yes, yes, it was.
Yep, and it was.
And who gave that to you? Your auntie or someone gave you it?
Joe.
Joe.
You looked pretty schmidt. I remember.
I was
You had
trim.
a similar haircut to what you have now.
Yeah, the prison break.
Yeah. Did you pick up that night?
No. No, mate.
I think I had like a Playboy dressing gown that I got from one of my birthdays, like the year before or something like that. I wore a Playboy dressing gown with silk. Remember those silk boxes that we used to have?
Yeah, the only pair that he'd ever own would be silk boxes that he'd sleep in. Nah, uncomfortable as fuck.
I've never worn a G-string, but your brother bought me one, the tartan one,
Nice.
but I didn't ever put it on. And then I
Save
threw
it-
it,
save it
and
for the
I've
wedding
never
night.
seen it again.
You come out before the wedding. You have to wear it on the wedding night. Under a kilt.
Chop?
I guess you've tried one on, but I would never wear them, as you all know.
Yeah, he doesn't even wear male undies. So.
That's why we always sit 2 meters away from him.
Just
Aren't you worried when you wear like cream pants that a little drop's just going to go
no,
on the
man,
tip?
because you learn to clean yourself.
Would you use a toilet paper for
Absolutely.
like? Oh, see, then you wipe your freaking dick after you pee.
No, what do you want to know about my pissing and shit now? Let's talk about your sex habits, motherfucker.
We
Actually, you know what?
Not
Don't talk about it. Yeah.
All right, next question. Is Damon a better bloke with a shaved head?
I can't answer.
You're less jovial. I will say that.
Way less jovial.
looking.
No, because there's a part of you missing at the
I
moment.
said this to Hannah. I was worried this would happen.
So there's a part of you missing. You haven't discovered your new self yet. We're waiting for the Ron Swanson look to come, because then you'll pick up again. But at the moment, you're in this, Chop, that sort of meth head phase where, like, you're in between.
Like Aaron Hernandez.
In between. And so
Aaron Hernandez.
I'm on the. I look like I'm relapsing.
yeah.
Or in recovery.
Like, and you got neck tats and everything. It's just like you're just fresh out of prison. So you are less jovial.
I have to admit, he's been a little bit down.
Yeah.
A little bit down.
We don't say that, Jalen. We're here. We're your mates.
Here as
We're
your
here
mates.
for you.
It's okay to talk about it.
I want you to pick yourself up. It could be, among other things, like we'll speak about it later, but his football team fucking letting him down.
Constantly.
So we might not just be the haircut, but he has been less jovial.
I guess it's a good thing, Adam. It's one constant thing in his life.
Fuck off, idiot.
All right, next question, Chop.
All right, next question. So we're going to go to the ones now just in the group. So I'm just going to pull those up because there were some good ones that came in. Here we go. You can only choose 3 from these movies, okay? Scarface, Heat, Godfather Part 2, Godfather, The Irishman, Goodfellas, Bronx Tale, Donnie Brasco, Casino. So I'm going to go first. Heat, Goodfellas.
Really, Heat's in your top 3.
Heat is fucking sick out of that. Goodfellas, Casino. They're my top 3 in that. So these are all Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, gangster, mafia movies.
Pretty much all those. Yep. Look, I'd have to say the 2 Godfathers, because they are in my top 5 movies.
Scarface,
And
Heat, Godfather 1.
Goodfellas and
Godfather
Casino
2.
is so hard to split. I'm going to lean towards Goodfellas. So that's my 3.
Goodfellas straight away for me.
Yep.
Number 1, no doubt.
Yep.
Then I'm taking Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco was a
Such a
tough
great
4
movie.
for me.
See, Chop hasn't seen Godfather Part 1 and Part 2.
I've seen it about 20 times. I just don't
come?
rate. Because Godfather, Goodfellas and Casino to me are better movies. I enjoyed them more. And Donnie Brasco is 4. Then I'd have Godfather Part 2.
I can take Goodfellas without Casino. Do you mean like I can 1 for 1?
Oh, dude,
like
Casino is
I like
fucking
Casino
good.
too, but I'm going to take Godfather 2
Yeah, Godfather 2. Nothing wrong with that.
when it goes back in time. with
I'll tell you
De
one
Niro.
movie I'm not taking is Bronx Tale.
All right, Bronx Tale's great. The last movie I'm taking on that is probably The Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
So-
I haven't watched it yet?
Fuck off.
It's 3.5 hours.
You have not watched The Irishman yet.
It's really hard to find 3.5 hours to sit down and watch a movie.
Adam, don't lie to me.
Go and tell your missus you failed if you passed the exam, say you failed the exam, go to the office. Lauren, stop listening in 3, 2, 1. Go to the office, set up get a beanbag and just set yourself up. Save some photos
I will
now of
watch
your
it.
study notes,
I will
change the
watch
date, and then just, oh, look, babe, so busy.
Yeah.
Hashtag study live. Hashtag wish I passed the first time.
Okay. Next question. If you had to name an AFL team to play against an intergalactic force for the survival of the human race, and you can name any players from the history in his prime, who would be the first 3 names on your sheet?
So this is like Space Jam, really.
Pretty much.
Right.
But you can go back in time.
Yeah. Are you going to go, say the first 3, I'm thinking going forward, middle, back, 1 of each.
Yeah, go.
Do whatever
So
you
you're
want, mate.
strong in all 3 phases.
That's the way you're approaching it? Yep.
Intergalactic motherfuckers, huh? I'm going to go... Need a minute. I'm going to go
I'll
Glenn
go.
Jakovic.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Jacko.
You're going to not go with Silvani.
Jack, a bigger body.
Djakovic.
So you think the aliens are big and strong, not lean and
Who
quick?
knows? But
Okay.
because I don't want to go too Carlton otherwise.
Okay, that's fine.
But now I realise I'm probably not going to get any. Or Judd.
All right, Judd in the mid. Yeah.
Judd in the middle. And then I'm going Tony Lockett up forward.
Good choice. Good choice.
I'm going Wayne Carey
There's
up
no
forward.
wrong answers here.
I'm going Wayne Carey up forward, sorry.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Wayne Carey, Chris Judd, Glenn Jakovic.
All right.
That's great.
So I am Dusty. He's a big game player. 3 Norm Smiths. He'll go in the middle, right? And I feel like his game will adapt really well to playing against aliens.
Fuck, I forgot about Dusty.
Up forward, my favourite player.
The Chief.
No.
Cyril
Rioli. They wouldn't be able to catch him.
Okay. Yeah.
He's lightning quick, in and out. Oh, just every time I watch footy, I miss him. I miss watching him.
I'm like that with Favola.
Yeah. And then down back, and we need a skipper. And the best general I know, Luke Hodge.
I don't know if I'll put Hodge up against aliens.
Mate, he's a warrior.
Okay, here's mine. Down back,
Jakovic.
John Worsfold.
Jakovic is...
Woosher, down back. Nutcase, white line fever, loved how he
chemist,
played
Drug
footy.
cheat.
The pharmacist.
The pharmacist.
The pharmacist. In the middle, Cuz.
I thought
so-
about Cuz, but...
Because the after party would be
can't-
elite.
Yeah, but I can't rely on him.
Nah.
Nah, Cuz
He'd
in the
get
middle.
on some alien drugs and he'd
Yeah.
fuck it.
Moon rocks.
And then up front, I'm going Gary Ablett,
Senior or junior.
senior.
Taking fat hangs.
Taking fat hangs, kicking bags.
There's no wrong answers.
Smashing bags.
There's no ranks, but that's a very interesting question.
But, I do feel like, Damon, you could have gone someone, Carlton. Surely.
No. At the moment, no. I'm not a big AFL fan, to be honest, anyway. I don't really know
Fuck
much
off.
about the game. So they're just three names I've heard of in passing. Fuck the AFL.
Fuck the AFL. All right, next question. This is a follow-up question from last week's question about...
Answer your question with another question.
I do that all the time, by the way.
Yeah, if you... obviously, the question last week was, what would you like to be, whether famous-wise, would you be a pro entertainer or sportsman?
Yeah.
What sport or what form of entertainment would you prefer to be? Brucey.
Team sport and individual sport.
Oh, you want me to do both?
No, fucking
No,
one
just one.
sport.
It'd have to be soccer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The life of a soccer player.
Just it's because I personally can attach myself more to the iconic moment. Because if I'm thinking I'm a pro sportsman, I want to win the World Cup. Like for me, that's pinnacle. There's nothing better than that.
You?
Sport-wise?
No, you're an entertainer, mate. That's what you said.
No, but with answering both. What would
No.
you do? What?
You said what you want.
Entertainer, I would probably be...
DJ.
Yeah, I
already
could do a
is a
DJ, but I'd actor. Would like to be an actor.
All right.
What kind of actor?
Yeah, I was going to
Stage
say,
actor?
which actor? Which one?
Oh, you
What do
gotta
you reckon
say
your
something.
range could be?
Like-
you reckon you could do comedy?
You reckon you
Yeah,
can do?
absolutely. Like Christian Bale. That's
mate.
off, mate.
just that
If
range.
you're gonna
You're a
choose,
best
if,
friend.
If
You're
you're
not
going
a
to
leading
choose,
man.
you're going to choose
You're
an actor.
kidding
You've got
yourself.
to choose Leo.
He's not a leading man.
Huh? What do you mean?
No.
Best supporting
I'll lead
actress.
you
reckon?
out the fucking door in a minute.
Yeah. He'll carry a movie, but...
Nah, definitely.
on your
Actor.
Yeah, all right, the actor, but yeah, and so you'd be a Christian Bale type actor.
I think you got to be able to do everything these days.
Well, it's got to act.
I'd definitely be in Marvel.
Okay. Damon,
What did
you
go?
said sport.
I said sport, and I'd go with NFL.
Quarterback?
Nah, tight end.
Oh, I was going to say, wouldn't you be the middle linebacker?
I'd like to do
Lawrence.
that, but I'll be a blocking tight end, clearly. But just being able to hit people like that and the Super Bowl and
I do feel like when you catch a
Mossing someone.
touchdown in the NFL,
Yeah.
that like if anything like scoring a goal in soccer,
it's easiest
you
thing.
can go on footy, whatever. It's a very like iconic moment in sport in general. Like because like the touchdown, they're normally hard to get.
But also, like, in footy, we just mark the ball just to mark the ball. So all you have to really do is just catch the ball. And then you've already scored. There's no kicking
But it's not
afterwards.
easy though.
No, I know that. Otherwise, I'd be a pro. But entertainment-wise, I reckon if I had to pick one.
Yeah, I'd definitely be an actor.
I'd be a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd definitely be an actor and I'd probably...
But not a white rapper.
Yeah.
I'd rather somehow.
What, you're going to go Michael Jackson and go
Well,
black on us instead
maybe.
of white?
Definitely can't do that, can you? You can't do the reverse.
I think you can.
What about an individual sport? If you had to pick an individual sport.
Golf.
Golf. Absolutely golf. What a life. Go around playing 18 holes of golf.
I did say,
Surfer.
because we played golf on Friday.
It was good
Charity
fun.
golf day. And it is a sport that I'd love to be good at. But the process to get good,
Too much frustration in your blood.
too
mate.
much frustration. Because like you look at someone like Chop, he plays... I don't know. He probably plays every week or every second week.
Yeah, but he's got the more feminine physique. Where
no.
he can be more
But
finesse.
just like so I'll go play with Chop.
I'm not
But
biting.
he's-
I'm not biting.
So he plays every
No.
week or every second
Fuck
week.
him.
He's still spraying them left and right.
Absolutely.
Right? So he plays so often, and
Yeah.
it's still very hard.
Bro, I
to
don't
get-
play every single week. I play
Okay, whatever.
every
But there was
3
a
weeks.
time that he was. But
yeah. And believe
but
me,
it's
you
really,
get good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really hard to get to that.
Yeah.
And so you'd still feel that frustration. But then when you get to the top, it's like it becomes a little bit easier. Bang, 4 shots in the
and
hole.
more enjoyable.
Yeah,
Way
and
more
then it'll be
enjoyable.
enjoyable.
There is something like when you nail a birdie, it is a wicked feeling.
Yeah. Like look at our mate Joe. He plays every week, but he still has the like more often than not all these off days where you just nothing goes for you. Like it's happens way too often because if I'm good at a sport, I don't want an off day to happen every third time or anything like that.
No, exactly.
So like you want it to be pretty like you want it to hardly happen.
Yeah.
So I don't like the process to getting good would be hard. If I could just say someone said to me, "You're good at golf," bang.
So if you could
Awesome.
just all of a sudden be good at any sport, you just go golf.
No. If
At this age now,
now, but if like I'm young, it's definitely either soccer or NBA or footy.
yeah, I'd be surfing, pro surfing, individual sport. That's a life.
None of our mates took up surfing.
No, I did. I bodyboarded before I came to Trinity. And then
Nah,
there's just so
you
many
tell
golf.
yourself
golf. Got to be golf. Play around the world. Easy as.
And what, surfing and just surf around the world?
Nah, you only
Fuck
surf in your
surf.
backyard, bro.
Ah, fuck it. I wasn't even listening to what he said. I zoned out.
Common theme.
I zoned out. Fuck
Really?
him.
You're joking. That's why I just faced Russo now.
Yeah, you're an asshole. That's why I just ignore you now because you get my
Well, we're in
back
a
turned to me.
fucking
Now.
triangle room and.
Well, you chose to sit there, Damon. There's a couch there that
sorry.
you could sit on.
Yeah. I
Them Dave and I would just hold hands the whole time.
Russo and I are going to fit on that couch.
Wait a minute. We're going to do a little video here so people can see.
They've seen how we
See
operate.
how it works, mate.
There's a couch spot right fucking there, and he chooses to sit
I need
at the
my
end of the day.
space.
Sit there, Damon.
Hello.
No, that's too.
Yeah, nah.
See?
But our bodies
It's
are
not
touching-
conducive to conversation.
No. Why don't you get out of your fucking ivory tower there?
Yeah.
Change it up a little bit.
That's great. All right, guys. So thank you for the questions, guys. Keep sending in. We love hearing from the quirkier, the better.
The question. Thank you for your question, Sam. We didn't mention his name last week, and he got his vagina all in a twist. So
Okay. So in the world, there's a few things that have been popping up.
do you remember?
No, we're doing that after this.
It always goes after the questions.
Okay. Well, do you remember, Damon? Do you remember the format for the
Yeah, it
podcast?
goes after- Yeah, it goes after questions.
Go.
Does it not?
Go. Who's got their fucking knickers in a knot?
I don't have any knickers in it or not.
Yeah, you.
Chop
Jeez.
doesn't
Step
have
ones,
any
bro.
niggas in it.
Go.
Do you remember what your first email address was? Was it something cheeky?
Yes.
What was yours?
Not cheeky.
Mine wasn't.
C_chopper9@hotmail.com.
Mine's, I still use it. It's my junk email address.
Yeah. What is it?
Russo.
Russo
15.
_15.
See, that's too sensible.
Yeah, well, I created it when I was like 14, 15. I was
I
like,
created mine when I was 13. You know.
Yeah, 13. I was Viperboy35 at hotmail.com.
the best was Night King,
Night King.
84, whatever it
Nah,
was.
the best was my cousin Luca, who had Doctor. You ready? _Wog_ Dr. Wog in the house, but all _Wog, all underscrolls in between it, all of them.
Pathetic, eh?
He still saved in my phone as Dr. Wog in the house. In the
Dr.
house, though. not
Dr.
the
Wog
house.
in the house.
Oh, that reminds me of like the MSN chat.
Exactly, all like handles and stuff
Right,
like that.
and you change your subject and everything like that. There was some fucking good ones, and then there was some terrible ones.
My cousin had a Perla, he had a Lancer. and it was my Lancer brings all the boys to the drags. And
No.
they're like, it's got fully sick mags. I drag you, but you got too much lag. And I hope he's listening to this because I still remember that it was that
That's
bad.
fucking
This is what
horrendous.
15, 20 years ago. He knows who he is if he's listening. He's probably not listening.
And remember when like you had your girl crush there, and then she'd be on like "Be Right Back," and then it switched to online. It's like, "Hey, how you going?"
Or you'd be like, I like you. Oh, sorry. That was my cousin. That was my brother who came in the room. Remember the MSN, man? You just get straight onto it. And then like
So
your brother got old enough to have it and it was a fight between who would be on.
So this was how it was. This was year 9, year 10, I reckon. It didn't last longer than 2 years. I think it's
No, it was a bit later than that as well. It was when I was at Trinity as well.
all right. So year 9, 10, 11, let's say.
And 12. Because I remember when OC was on, it was the only time no one was online. It was like Tuesday nights at 8:30. It was just me and
Yes.
But I remember like
OC was
having dinner,
huge.
doing my homework, and then like going to that computer and going to that MSN chat, and you'd sit there for what, 3-4 hours.
That was the big way. That's how
Just
we
bang,
kept
bang,
in
bang,
chat.
bang.
We were
And
being
then
in Trinity.
group chats,
Yeah.
bang.
But
Like,
then you'd be on the phone to someone using Optus, like first 30 minutes for free.
No, it was a
Home
home
line
line. The
calls.
home line. You could do the freeway chats.
Or even remember your mobile though, if you're Optus to Optus, you get 30 minutes for free.
And you had
So
to
you'd
hang
up
up.
at 29 minutes, call back.
Fuck, I remember doing that so much. And then like you'd be on the phone all fucking night. Get up and have to go to school.
So you
Just talking
the
yarns.
home phone. Oh yeah, you do the 4-way, 3-way chats, whatever it was.
No, you couldn't be on the home phone and be on MSN.
Nah,
ADSL too. No,
No,
you have to have a separate line.
I had 2 lines.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
how I had 2 lines.
You live in a estate. Your house is massive, mate. Of course, you got 2 lines.
No, but like that. Oh, I still remember like the chats, the MSN chats.
You could stay up till so late if
So
someone
fucking
interesting
late.
enough was online as
Yeah,
well.
so late.
And you'd just be half asleep typing, but yeah, no, I need to get
Yeah,
And then you get a laptop and it was just game
So-
over if you had in your bed.
you can see that green figure in your head.
That little weird.
Oh,
Those were the days.
those were the days back in the day.
And then you could do webcams with it. And that was OnlyFans before OnlyFans.
All right, so are you done?
Go back and listen to all of them after questions. Learn the format. You learn the fucking.
If you got a host job, you got to know the format.
All right, boys. So there's a few things happening in the world right now, and I want your opinions on them. So, have you guys heard about this little Nas X controversy about the Satan shoes and Nike now sacking them and the rest of the shit?
What do you mean, Nike? What?
Well, Nike's now suing him. Sorry, not sacking him.
Oh, see, they
He's
didn't.
they're
selling,
Nike
he's selling
shoes.
off Nike shoes with human blood in them. Nike aren't. It's not a collab with Nike. He just purchased 666 pairs of Nikes
And just put-
someone put human blood in them.
Yeah.
and they sell them as if Nike going to do that. It's so dumb.
It's
but
fucking dumb.
it just
The
gets
way-
people, and it's sold out in seconds.
He's the gay rapper, isn't he?
yeah.
I'm going to take my
My
horse
horse to the whole
And everyone
damn
was
road.
cocking on because he's like, you know, if it's
So I saw briefly today he's doing a lap dance on the devil.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. And
Right.
he's got Nike kicks on.
Okay, so why do we care?
we don't,
We don't, but it's all over Twitter,
And,
so that's why we care.
still don't.
Yeah, so I don't listen to much music. Other than that song you just said, I don't know any of these other guys' songs,
Neither do I.
right? There's no one now that captivates me.
No. The only thing I listen to,
Actually, you know
if
what?
my
I like-
headphones are flat, I'll listen to Triple M, which is just old rock now.
Yeah.
It's actually fucking sweet. Every song's like,
So
oh,
rock.
Oh, yeah.
every single song. Hannah and I were driving home from I think it was from the crowd.
Oh,
And like one song, like yes, and then, like you kind of get over it, like you turn it down a little bit, and then the next song starts, like yeah, because she's so high, high above me. I'm like yes,
so love. That was the song for that Joan of Arc fucking series on Channel 7. And it
Yeah,
just got it was
Joan of
so
Arc or
bad. Like
Aphrodite.
Cleopatra, Joan of Arc,
Sure,
or
that's not a movie, though.
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
What movie is
like one like American Pie sort of style movie.
I think it was a teen movie.
Yeah, yeah.
She's so high.
No, it wasn't. I told you what the song
No,
was.
it
like.
was on a movie as well because I didn't watch that show. So it was on a movie.
But that's
You're absolutely right, Derek. You are right.
No, but it's like we'll get it.
We'll get it.
we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay. So, in other news, well, here we go. Pull it up over here. Shit.
First time
So
using a computer.
Oh, shut up! I've got fucking 10 screens going here. So there's obviously
There's 2 screens.
there's 3 screens. You
Can't count
dumbass.
either.
No, he can't count.
There
1,
are
2, 3.
Right. There are 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both wrong, you fuckhead.
Okay. Finally, so we've obviously heard about this boat stuck in the
Egyptian canal.
Egyptian canals. Losh, you did a bit of research on this. How much is it costing?
Apparently, the last I heard was holding up $6.5 billion a day. 'Cause it's just fucking- but
No wonder why I can't get my shit from Amazon.
Yeah, no shit. That's where my jerseys are. But apparently they got it out.
6.5.
Apparently they got
So
it
they
out
got
now.
a finally global news event that we aren't screaming at each other over Twitter about. Simple enough, explained as a child. So it's gotten lodged,
Yeah.
obviously, in the sandbank that
Yeah.
runs up along.
And it's just Austin powered itself where it just couldn't get out. But I saw like a few memes today of it. There's been heaps of memes of it.
Yeah.
But like the captain on his way back to wherever he's got to go, like, mate,
That's fucked.
like surely it wasn't his fault directly, but you must be getting sacked or a stern talking.
Ah,
It'd
you're
be
getting-
pretty hard ship to steer, like, if you were going in a direction to get it back into, like, that's a very
I'm not
tight
even going to
space.
pretend to understand how to maneuver one of those fucking ships, mate.
You couldn't. Like, so it would go in a direction, and even if you tried to, like,
Nah. Once it starts, momentum,
like, it would take 3 hours to turn.
fuck that.
No, I don't know, but
Yeah, I
like
know, I get
it's
you.
so big that it goes in a direction, like, I don't know, out of that canal, and then it'll go and then like it will head towards there. Like, imagine when it gets to a port, how hard it is to get it.
No
into
shit.
a
That's
plane.
you see him at Fremantle, mate. How'd you like 3-point turn that? You just over his shoulder, check
Reverse
his blind spot.
parallel.
Yeah. Must have those bird's eye view
I
cameras
tell you
now.
what, glad Chop's not driving it.
Yeah.
Fucking
You make me nervous.
fucking Paul Walker. All right.
That's an excellent example, mate.
Because it's not Fast and the Furious.
No, but
on
he
Great
didn't
Farm
fucking-
Freeway.
And he died
Yes.
in a car.
Someone else is driving.
I didn't say he was driving.
Question for you both. All right. So, article popped up. Notorious B.I.G.'s Death Ride hubcap for sale for $150K. Would you guys have issues buying celebrity deaths or dead celebrities merchandise like that?
No, like that. I don't know.
That's weird.
But if you said, okay,
Like a
let's just say
hubcap from the car that he got
hypothetically,
shot at.
When Michael Jordan dies, I'll buy a fucking
No,
jersey.
no. We're talking
you're
about like
Yeah,
this.
jersey, but yeah, not a like,
So if Princess Diana's
Yeah,
car wreck,
Yeah. You're buying the Mercedes
The rearview
fucking
mirror.
emblem. Yeah. Of
Michael
that.
Jordan dies, you can buy a roof tile from his house. Like, who gives
probably
a fuck?
not.
It's
No.
just
I
dumb.
probably wouldn't.
So
buy
someone's
that.
buying this
But
hubcap.
what I don't get is why.
Who the fuck had it though?
Well, who the fuck's even?
Well,
yeah.
it would be police evidence.
So there's the
'cause-
car.
Well, now it's not, but
So $150K they're paying for. Would you have any issue, Mill?
this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It is, eh?
I don't get the
$150K for it.
I'm with Russo. Jersey, something like that. Something to do
No.
with what he was famous for. I get it. But
Yeah.
something
See-
like that, it's just dumb.
So, because it would have been police evidence, someone's taken it out of police evidence and sold
sure.
it.
Who the fuck's buying it?
Nah.
Who's got $150K to buy something like that?
Well,
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight's in jail, bro, and he ain't coming out for a long time.
Long time.
He's fucked. All right. So, should we jump into sport?
yes.
So, Brucey, your bake
All
from
right.
the weekend.
So my bait for this week.
Can I have a
look,
drink, please, Chris?
Sure.
we talked about it
I know
for the
it's
start of the season. You and I'm not a Carlton fan, but I live vicariously through you. Is that we expected big things from Carlton this year. Mm-hmm. Now, we wanted to see them start well. We wanted to see them really push hard to not only make the top 8, but push for top 6, maybe even top 4. They had the team. I wasn't really confident in the coach. I'll be honest with that. They lose to Richmond round 1. Okay. Richmond, best team in the comp so far. But the time when you want to get the reigning premiers is round 1,
Not for 9 years, it hasn't been.
right? But not for Carlton. Then they get a Collingwood team that they're on the precipice. They had
Stop
a very,
sugarcoating it.
very poor week against Western Bulldogs week before. They were flattered by the margin. They were right for the picking. Then you go and deliver that soft fucking football, right? So you've conceded 100 points 2 weeks in a row. Where's your defense? Nowhere to be seen, right? You got one-way runners. You got a coach that's got a fucking girl haircut. Mm-hmm. How's he supposed to inspire a team with a haircut like that?
What's the matter with Gill's haircut, Adam?
On a man.
On a man, all right?
He might be non-Byron.
Paddy Cripps can't even lift his legs.
What's he got? What injury? They've come out and said that he's injured.
Apparently he's injured, and if it wasn't mid-season,
I think he's got a broken heart.
For 4 to 6
I think
weeks.
he's got a broken heart.
You know that tells me it's like bruising.
Broken heart, right?
Bruising or something like that, bone bruising or some shit.
This Carlton, this once powerful club, has been dormant for 2 decades.
3.
No, in the 90s, I'll give you the 90s. You were a good club in the 90s.
True.
But the comp is more up and about when Carlton's up and about. They have a passionate supporter base.
Who can fucking remember?
Right? They have a passionate supporter base. The Wogs are very fucking passionate, Damon.
I know.
As we can attest to. And yet they've left them simmering and then actually they're on the brink of going into oblivion, as far as I'm concerned.
For the season? Or?
No, for decades. They were one of the powerful clubs. They're in danger of becoming just another North Melbourne, whatever they are, right? These clubs that maybe win once every 50 years, you get excited, but then nothing happens for a while. They had the opportunity when they sacked Brendan Bolton. Don't make the same mistake again. Don't appoint a coach that doesn't have the claret to take this team to the level it needs to be. Right?
Does claret mean like cunt?
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want.
I don't know what claret means.
They appoint a caretaker coach, Damon.
I know.
He was a caretaker. And then the players came out when he was appointed. I remember specifically, they said, we love Tiki.
We're on
we
the
love
Teague
player.
train.
We love
We're
on
on
the
the
T
Teague
train.
train.
Right? What fucking right did those Carlton players have to choose a coach? They'd won 4 games in the last 5 fucking years.
I know.
What board says, you guys are going to choose a coach for us when you can't even win a fucking game? No thanks. We'll choose the fucking coach here.
And
You do what you're told. Too many idiots driving in their own direction. You know, it's like that.
I'm going to bash this guy for this off his phone.
I say to you, they will probably win this week against Freo.
They better.
Right? Freo, they were good last week, don't get me wrong, but it's a half Freo team. They don't have Fife. If you don't beat Freo this week, he probably has to go.
Yeah. I don't think you get rid of him after 3, but if it's 0-4 the week after against Gold Coast, you'd probably...
Chances are...
Fuck, are you playing Gold Coast up there?
Chances are you could be 2-2. Right?
Should be 2-2. What are you going on
No,
about?
you could be 2-2 in 2 weeks. Gold Coast is no one to sneeze at, mate.
Gold Coast look
That's what I mean. I saw Gold Coast
2
up
and
there
2. Who do
in
you
the
play in
June.
round 5? You play... I think you have a tough game.
Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide. All right.
You could be 0-5.
So, conceivably... personally, I think, I have no faith in Carlton this year. And people go, they were competitive in the first 2 weeks. Fuck competitive. They actually need... Competitive is what Hawthorn should be where we are at this point in time. We're a young team. We hope to be competitive. Against Richmond, I'll go into a bit later. I was kind of happy with that performance. You can't be that anymore. You should be able to beat Richmond in round 1 if you're serious.
Especially when you're at 5 points down with 5 minutes to go still.
And you definitely should beat Collingwood in round 2 if you're fucking serious. That's a serious football team would win that game.
Exactly.
But you're not a serious football team. And you're not a serious football club anymore. You've lost that. You're not a powerful club. They used to say the big 4 was like Essendon, Carlton, Richmond and Collingwood. Essendon and Carlton can't be in them anymore. They might still have strong supporter bases from their tradition, their history, but they don't deserve to be in that. Like, Hawthorn's not only there, but we probably surpassed those 2. And Geelong's gone past you as well. And then you've got the powerful team in the West Coast, and then Adelaide's a big team and all that. You're not a big club anymore. You might wake up from your slumber one day like Richmond did, but I don't have any fucking faith because there's always these idiots running this football club like it's the 1983 season. Get over yourself.
What? Okay. Thank you for that. Someone the other day was like, it's only round 2, you're overreacting. It's not just round 2, and it's not just being 0-2. It's the exact same thing that it always has been. we're losing the same fashion. We play the same football, and every year you get your hopes up. Since 2005, it was all right. Number 1 draft pick. We got Mark Murphy. Here we go. We're going to build. Yeah, cool. Fuck
then
off.
you had Bryce Gibbs.
Then it was Bryce Gibbs, and then it was Cruiser.
Yeah,
and then a couple. We get Chris Judd. Oh yeah,
and then you played cup finals for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you sacked the coach.
And then we get rid of Brett Radden.
That's definitely the club.
Brett Radden. So the first initial thing that fucked us was the salary cap thing back in the day. That fucked us a little bit there, a lot there. Missed out on some draft picks, and there was players like Nick Rewalt and some good players that we missed out on. Do all that, and then there's just these draft picks that just did nothing with.
Yeah,
like nothing. Murphy's been a waste. All right, he's a club legend, and he's still there, and he gets hard done by.
He's
a lot.
nice footballer,
but
that's it.
Yeah.
He's a nice footballer. That's it.
If you're a Carlton fan, you like him. If you're not a Carlton fan, you think he's soft.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
you made the wrong decisions at the wrong times. So what you couldn't afford to do is after that first 3 or 4 years where Dennis Pagan came in, you had a fucking recycled list. You lost Goddard because it was Goddard and Daniel Wells were those first 2 picks that you missed out on. You lost them.
Well,
right?
Yeah, that's right.
So yes, that set you back, but that doesn't need to set you back for 2 decades.
Exactly.
Not if you make the right moves in the middle of the 2000s to push the team back into where you needed to be, right? It wasn't a death penalty. It wasn't to end your football club as you know it.
But it has become that way.
But you've let it. You got Mark Lagudiche. What the fuck's he doing as president?
Mm.
So you had Sauce there. He was building a nice list. He was doing. I felt like he was doing a good job, right? He brought probably a few too many GWS players for my liking. But he was still, he's still, but you have a list manager, but then you have a coach, David Teague, overrule him. He got to decide, and that was where they butt heads. Teague had no fucking right to choose a player. He's the head football coach. If you're Alistair Clarkson, you can choose a player, not when you're David Teague.
Yeah, on a caretaker, and then a 2-year.
Right.
Let's see how.
And they wanted Eddie Betts, and Sauce didn't want him because he knew. Well, what's the point, right? I like Eddie Betts, but what's the point of having him there? Because all he is just he's a gap filler, and you're not developing a young player in that position, and you're paying him $400K a year.
I would have rather Dale Thomas go around again.
Well, but again, that doesn't solve. They actually made the right move with Thomas. Get some younger players in and make that move, but then get a coach that can actually get the best out of them.
He's soft. He's just so soft, and then the whole football club is soft.
Calling for Ross.
They're all pretty boys. It's just. You know what? I heard this the other day on a Carlton podcast. A guy wrote and said, it's so true. No one's ever scared to play Carlton.
No.
It's never a worry game. It's never a trouble game. It's always, we can win this. No matter what team you are, even North Melbourne 100%. Will go in and think, this is a game we can win.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to think that.
When we played you guys here in Perth last year, and we were on the back of maybe a 5 or 6 game losing streak,
we should have won
I said this before the game. I messaged people. I messaged Catters because I knew he was coming with. I said, we will win today. We were playing Carlton, who were in better form. We were supposed to be a better team.
It was the perfect setting for us to lose.
Yeah, I just knew we would beat you because I knew that you didn't have the serious... You weren't a serious club. And for me, I look at it and go, you're still 10 years away if you're lucky. If you keep going down this path. But you might not be 10, you might be 50. Change the fucking coach. Get some serious footballers in... Right, I don't.
Where are you getting the serious footballers? Though?
No, but they don't have to change their players. They have to the same players they got there drill into them. Because when Ross Lyon came, and I use Ross Lyon because he's available. When he came to the Dockers, no one took the Dockers seriously, but he turned them into a serious club. He made players who were probably nothing into something. Get a fucking serious coach, not Mick Malthouse at the end of his tenure.
That was another fuck up.
Who was desperate to make Collingwood look like shit. He doesn't want... Get someone who actually wants to coach. Sitting there.
So my Carlton loyalty has been tested over the years, whatever, but it's unconditional.
Yeah.
The other night I was talking about it with Hannah at the Crown, and she said to me, she goes, why do you put yourself through this, whatever? And And she goes, why don't you just why don't you just go for another team, or surely you've just got a second team? And she just couldn't gather. I was like, no, there's no. She goes, well, who would you go for if say Carlton fell out of the league and they closed? I was like,
I'd
no
stop
one.
Falling. Yeah,
I'd be a football fan. And she couldn't. She thought, no way. She thought that was silly of me. And I just said to you, I said, I'll bring it up with the boys.
I personally, Hawthorn was close to merging with Melbourne.
Yes, they were.
Right?
You can cop a merge.
At the time, I didn't want to merge. And I remember my dad like being sort of diplomatic about it and saying, "Oh, we'll be a better team like that." It wouldn't have been Hawthorn. Would have been Melbourne Hawks, whatever it is, and then eventually, like Brisbane is, like it just morphs into Brisbane, right? Brisbane just wanted the jumper. They had a shit jumper. They took the Lions. They took Fitzroy. Took the club song. Everything.
I like the Brisbane jumper, that bear with the maroon and gold.
No, but like anyway, it's nostalgic, but it had nothing in terms of a football jumper.
Yes.
Like Blinky Bill.
Right. So I'm pretty sure I would have, followed them, but I wouldn't have had the same bond and love with my team I have now if they became the Melbourne Hawks. Like I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It would have been just a flippant, they're my team, but that's it, like kind of thing.
All Fitzroy fans are towards.
Yeah. Oh, Fitzroy's like, it's Brisbane, but whatever.
Can't go to the games anymore.
I'm not going to be upset if they
state,
lose, kind of shit, right? So you can't choose another team.
What if they moved? Not merged, just moved and became the Tasmanian Hawks. Same club, nothing else changed. They just moved, like when West Perth moved to Joondalup.
Wouldn't be the same, no, because they were still called West Perth.
Isn't North the rumoured to be going back to Tas or going to Tas?
I don't know. Well, to be honest, I couldn't. That's not because Hawthorn. It's Melbourne. It's there. I don't want to be Tasmania. I don't mind playing 4 games a year there. It's good. We've got a good home ground advantage. Win a few games, whatever. Make some money. Fucking, that's all right. It's a good marketing ploy. We've got a few members from there. But I don't want to be the Tasmanian Hawks. It's Hawthorn. It's Carlton.
I feel you.
Right? Like that's...
If you had to choose a second team, could you? Like, if you had to say to you, like... I said,
you couldn't now. He'd have to keep going for the Hawks.
Could you?
No way.
You can't, like...
it became like...
one. I was like, there's teams I don't mind.
I got heated about Carlton, but...
I don't mind Brisbane.
If Carlton lose, it doesn't affect me emotionally at all.
Yeah. That's what I said to her.
Same thing with
That's what I said to her. I said, like, if they lose, I don't give a fuck, but... It's nice to see Gold Coast do well on the weekend, but I don't care for them.
So my team is in the rebuilding phase. So I haven't been for a while.
What's that like?
But like I was watching the game and I wasn't like if we'll make a mistake, but I wasn't upset about them. Like I wasn't as young players trying hard, trying to take the game on. We're making a lot of skill errors. Like typical of a young team when you're playing against the best. You make under pressure, make a lot of errors. And we were doing that, but Endeavour was there. They were competitive for long stretches of the game. We're just a little bit, someone had more class. I remember that when we were the team that had more class, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, that's fine. We're going through. All these young players are playing. It's exciting to watch them develop and do all that.
African guy in the back?
Jeff. I can't say his first name. Call him CJ.
They just call him CJ, don't they? Even the umpires call him CJ.
But see, that's like a good example. It's like you're seeing a young player develop, come along. Will Day got injured, but... all those guys, it's like nice to see.
Yeah,
the next
I saw him
wave.
give away a free kick to Dusty in the foreline, but it was just like the effort.
Next wave, man. Just let him have a go, because even if we don't win the game, he's going to learn more through that process against that team. And there's no need for me to get upset. Like it was difficult like the last few years because I thought my team was better than what they were.
Yeah,
they weren't showing it.
You had them to go
That's
top 4 last year,
right? Yeah, exactly. That's frustrating.
Yeah,
but then this year I'm like, okay, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I'm not done. I'm just like I'm just want to see him play, see him work.
What do you think about your mob on the weekend?
It was good. They played well. The Bulldogs are no joke this year. Bulldogs are going to be, I reckon, top 4 for me. When they get a few more, they're getting Eastern Wood back and stuff like that. They're going to be up there. Disappointed we couldn't hold out once we got in front with the last 3 minutes to go.
What do you think about Cripps kicking into the man on the mark?
That's pathetic. That's just inexcusable from 15 metres out. Adamson even had made a crack about it.
I missed that. What a...
He got someone holding the ball in the goal square or just outside the goal square and he kicked it into the man on the mark.
When was it?
In the last quarter. First 2 minutes of the last quarter. It would have been 3-goal margin. That would have been game over.
Sorry, mate. Your game check is going to bounce this week.
We might need to do a new segment. We might need to do a new segment. Whose game check bounced this week?
You know they got hosed when Adam Simpson's making a wisecrack about it.
Every week we're going to name our 3 players who game check bounced.
Yep.
Every week.
Sorry, mate. Your check's going to go to the Starlight Foundation this week.
It's donated to charity.
So far, Levi Casbolt has not cashed in.
We look ahead to next week, Chop.
Yeah. So next week.
Let's before your bets.
Bets are going to... We'll get into that. You keep going. Fuck the bets.
But the game of the round is, I feel, the West Coast Port game here.
Yeah. That's a big test. If Eagles are serious, they win that game.
If the Eagles
Oh,
want to,
I don't think even.
If Port are the real deal,
I think we're
they'll-
competitive. If we're like we were against Bulldogs against them,
You need to win your games at home and a couple away.
we will win a couple away. If we play like we did on the weekend, we'll definitely win a couple away.
jokingly, I had them out of the 8, whatever. But we know the Eagles are going to win. They got 11 games here, or they got 12, including the derby they play away here. They're going to win at least 9, 10 of them. So they have to win 3 away to make the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, they win more, it's top 4 kind of shit. So, but this week is against, like, I feel like Port, they've beaten up on a couple of crap teams. But when a team beats up on them, like, proper, they get a real big confidence. And they have played you here and beaten you here.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm leaning towards Port at this stage. But it's pretty 50-50. How confident are you?
Not overly. I think Port are just
They
rambunctious
play really good
move,
footy, Port.
but
I hate
they've only played fucking who
I know
they
that. Essendon and North Melbourne, 2 shittest teams in the comp.
who are probably my tip to be bottom 2 right
No,
now.
they are. No.
Essendon, they just copped some horror injuries as well on the weekend. 3 of their starting 22 chow.
Some good games this weekend. Some games are going to
Rattle off a couple.
Games are going to we're going to see where teams are at, I think. Like Adelaide, Gold Coast, I feel like they're kind of both.
Actually, that's a good...
I reckon that'll be a good game. Port, Eagles, I reckon that's good. And GWS, Melbourne, we'll both see what I reckon Melbourne, if they put out GWS, maybe they could be serious.
Nah, GWS is fucked.
Yeah. Leon Cameron, after watching that doco on Amazon Prime, speaks to them like they're fucking school kids. I'm just like...
Leon Cameron is lucky Carl delivered that because
like
he
the
was
Brendan Bolt.
second for the bake for this week. But he won't get away with it next
He's a
week.
shit coach. I'm sorry. How he's kept his job. He got into a grand final, but I don't think it had anything to do with him. I think it's the players that he had.
Oh, he's got talent on that list. You look at that midfield: Canelio, Kelly, Whitfield's out.
Taranto.
We've got Callum Ward, Taranto.
Toby
How the
Green.
fuck is that midfield not, if not the top midfield in the comp, at least the top 3? Yeah, granted they're all like number 1.
You don't need to coach those guys. You just need to let them play.
Nah, that's the thing is you can't just let them play because they've all been used to being number 1 guys, so they're all like they're not defending as a unit. So like they need that, and that's why they try to bring De Boer like into the midfield to have some balance. But they actually need a coach again, mate. I don't know some of these clubs. If I was them, wouldn't be waiting around. I'd be getting fucking Ross Line.
Otherwise, what's going to happen is they keep losing players.
Yeah, well that's right, Chop.
It's just a breeding ground.
And you know, we're forgetting the Easter Monday clash, which is always...
Well, I was about to say, we got some great footy this week because you got the Thursday night game. We got Friday 1:20.
2 shit games, bro.
Yeah, I know. Friday
Bulldogs will
4:50.
absolutely
Adelaide,
crash them.
mate, I watched Gold Coast
Actually,
the
no,
other day.
that's all right.
Gold Coast looked nice, man.
No, they are nice.
That Markov
I
was...
picked them to make the 8, mate.
I liked him.
How's
I liked
that? Couldn't get
game.
in Richmond's team whatsoever.
Mate,
He's
was
going
just
there. He's going to chop.
electric. They moved the ball nicely. They're going to... We spoke about this the other day. They're going to come good. Saturday, then we've got the Easter Sunday, Blues, Fremantle, 1:20.
How do you feel about that
So that's
right
lunch,
now?
that's 1:20. That's probably... I can just smash lunch just in time for the start of that game. So
you've
lunch
gotta
is down
watch
at
it,
12:30, whatever. Yeah, talk to everyone, whatever. Front room at Zelina's house.
Oh, yeah. So right now, do you feel confident?
No. I have no faith in them at all.
Okay.
For me, I've semi-written it off already. I don't. No.
Dockers play like they did in
I'll
first
say
week,
this.
you win.
I'll say this.
No Fisher, no Jack Martin.
Carlton.
6 weeks.
See that change, like not changes. I'm not going to say what I was just about to say. I was about to say lock Carlton in for a win. But those 2 out, like that's half their forward line. Pretty.
The only good players in their forward line. So last week was the return of.
And how'd you go?
You got your foot on your space bar. You're gonna fuck your computer's gone spastic. It's a pig. So last week, everyone got to really meet the mush.
The mush. Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Come on.
Where'd you go?
What was your lock?
My lock was St Kilda.
Keep going.
My like,
That was a bad lock, by the way. Just like
I thought St Kilda were gonna be real good this year.
yeah, but it's not like they were.
It's round 2. Fuck ya.
All right, round 2. Okay, what was your like?
GWS on the line, minus 1.5. Plus 1.5.
Way
Plus 1.5.
off.
And my like?
You know, your love.
No, that was my love. My like was West Coast to beat West.
So your like's the out rough.
love like.
Okay. So you got none.
None. New segment, new mush.
Can we go?
New season.
Can we go
We're
again?
starting the scoreboard, so it's 0-1 now.
No, yeah, now we start the fucking
What do you mean?
scoreboard,
0-1, 0-3.
All right, 0-3.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go again.
Because you can't. Because he's the whole premise is that you can punish him for the lock because that's meant to be in, and you like it and you love. You can't. You can't
He's
punish
putting
him for his
three
lock.
fucking bets on.
Yeah, but like
that's what it is.
He's meant to
Mate,
put
if
a
you
rough
got 30% in fucking baseball, you're in the Hall of Fame. So
No, but you're meant to be putting a roughie in there. You can't expect a roughie.
yeah, well, I thought Eagles was my roughie.
But it's pretty funny that you went 0-3.
Yeah,
the
no, it's
first
terrible.
week of the.
I know. 0 and 3, man, not fucking 1.
All right.
and I got 8 in my tipping as well. So
Back
it's
it up again. I want to know who to bet,
Nah, not yet.
bet against.
Go.
We didn't do it last week.
What?
I'm doing it on the Instagram now.
Oh,
You have to tune in. It's too early in the week. I need teams. It'll be out
it's Tuesday
Thursday.
and the game's on Thursday.
It'll be out Thursday.
All right.
Odds change.
Okay. So we're gonna have the Mike Mush love
Next
like,
week we're going to do
lock,
game checks.
Game checks.
Another bake.
And we've got some guests potentially coming on the zone soon, guys. Sure. It's late.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Hit the fucking button.
That's the end of another episode. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe. We love you. Tune in next week.
You've been listening to Any Give and Take. Follow the boys on Instagram and Twitter at Any Give and Take.
What is this? A center for ants? It should be at least 3 times bigger.
You're absolutely right.